Hello ladies and gentlemen. So this is the second part of my how to blow up the computer core Apollo research facility series, I guess. So the first episode I told you how to build the turn, and today I'm going to teach you how to build the CRC or central reactor core. So you want to go here, change team, and then any team other than civilian. Like administration, because I've got a suit on, may as well. Now you can just enable no clips, and that's fun. This won't happen for you, but it has happened for me because I own private server commands and I'm in a private server. Actually, what I want to is most teams spawn you outside, so I'll so any old team. So hello, I'm Editor37, editor, whatever. So I will be voicing over some plots like this. So this is how to get your CRC sped up, because I presume you know. If not, welcome to rewatch this, pause it, whatever. Now, importantly, when you get to a tram station, it's not there, click the little button I showed you. Now, overloading the core like this, it will result in a complete sub shutdown if the core doesn't explode. Everybody in the sub will be kicked, the sub will be shut down, and there'll be no way to redirect. So yeah, that's fun. Now that you get to the control, there are two ways. Core. Now, you can either set all of these to 12 or above. I'll show you now. So you just click these little arrows, and that increases the energy efficiency. Now, if it's 12 or higher, it'll trigger that alarm. And every time it goes off, bounds slightly. Now it can go up to 16, and the bigger the number, the more damage it takes. As you can see, it did there. And if you do this for all of them, then it will very quickly go bluey. Now this is a 2 meltdown. So also I bit, but the ideal thing to do is click one and the other, the other one, the other, one and the other. So you get them all up to 60.
Maintenance member.
Now, say for those alarms in morphine.
Line 4.
Now every time the lightning goes through one, it will retrigger the alarm. If it's low integrity, that is. They will all eventually hit low integrity and detonate. Now, if those detonate, it's fine, doesn't really do anything. It does mean that the core cannot be purged. So you can see that one now gone low 75. So when at least one of the cores, whether it's alpha, beta, gamma, or delta, I'm going to go outside as these alarms loud, are detonated, you can no longer purge it. There's no way to shut down the reactor core. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to blow up, because as long as the other cores are high enough that it discharges energy, it can stay stable, honestly, and also not low, too high that it takes damage. Turn down the game. There we are. And shut up. And if 2 or more of the cores get destroyed, so if their integrity hits 0, then as we can see here, the energy capacity in the main core, which is what these are discharging the energy from, that gets too high, which makes the temperature go high, which makes the integrity go down. Boom, bang, bing. Well, mostly the boom part of that. As you can see, the integrities are continuing to go down. Your alarms are continuing to wail. And this does mean, yeah, eventually going to melt. Now, there are two ways to make it go into meltdown. There's this way that I'm doing now, and after two cores have gone boomy, there is no way to save the central reactor core. It's going to blow up. The server is going to die eventually. There's literally nothing you can do. So you can see one's at 35 now. So I'm just gonna speed up the video now and show you what happens when two cores get offline. Hello, it's me again, editing editor. I hope you're enjoying the video. I'm going to do that annoying YouTuber thing and I'll shoot you a like and sub. You know, it does genuinely really help me out and make my day. Help more people find this video so they know what to do. And there we can see the beta core has blown. Now we can see the energy voltage and all the alarms are going crazy. You can see the energy capacity. Oh, there goes delta, and gamma's going to go in a second. There we go, so all the cores are now offline, but you only need two, as I said, to cause a meltdown. As the energy capacity is now going up, the temperature will eventually begin to raise as well. Too high temperature equals lowering integrity. If the integrity hits 0%, it will begin the evacuation. There you go. So it'll take a little while. Now, one thing to remember is you kind of need to do this radar, otherwise it's not fun for anyone else. But even as any role, security can still come and kill you. And yeah, that tends to stop there. You can see temperature, integrity, and that does tend to put an issue in your plan. But yeah, no, if two cores are offline, the whole server is going to blow up. Reactor temp. It's coffee. Yeah, there's. Say that you can pretty much leave it alone now because there's nothing they can do. Well, at the moment two cores are blown. Nothing they could do. You can just leave it. You could just go and have a nice day. So yes. So unlike the turn explosion, you can actually escape from this, which I'll show you at the end of the video. So yeah, that will just eventually explode, and now I've got to restart the server to show you the other way to do this. Okay, and now we are back, pre-everything. So if you want to get to this point, remember just go the way I showed you, and just don't swing in the drum. Now the other way to make the core explode is actually to make the energy discharge really low. So we lower these. And load them all down to 1000 volts. Editing editor, quick note, you can actually set them anything below 5000, including 5000 level. Okay, there we are. So now we can see they're all at 1000. So now the energy capacity is already going crazy. So the integrity and temperature are already starting to fall. Now, this can be saved, as we can see through this red button right here. Now, you can't leave this one alone. Until that integrity hits 0, it's gonna blow up. But no, sorry, when it does hit there, it's gonna blow up. But until then, it can be saved by anyone who comes along and presses the buttons, or there's this big rock button, which I'm going to show you how to use now. So an important thing to remember is when it hits 0, that's when I believe when the evac comes, I might be wrong there, but you have about 3 minutes, I believe, maybe 4, until the evac trucks leave, and then it's pretty much too late. You can go the satellite way, but do you mind I'm talking here? It's not 100% sure you're going to make it. So what you want to do is pretty much guard this one. This is the more... It's quicker, yes, but as I said, it can be saved. So my personal opinion is actually to set 2 to 16 and 2 to 1000. So that's normally a good way to blow it up. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the purge, but don't do this if you want to blow it up. So while the integrity is falling, but not at, I think it's when it hits like 300,000 volts, I'm not entirely sure, then this button becomes available to press, and click that, and then you will want to, there we go, come in here, open lid, and you can use lift, but this will be really simple, just jumps, bit of a, you know, if you fall down here, of course you will die. So this will become open, and you can put the key in there, pull that, and then for this control panel, all the control panels do correspond to one of these control panels, so you do have to do this one after doing that one. Now you can do these panels in any order, the keys unlock in any order. Great showcase, but you need to wait for that alarm to finish and then it opens, as you can see there. And then you can pull that. And rinse and repeat. You can hear that's going off now. There we go. That one corresponds to this. Pull that. You can see it's so red prime now. The reason you can't do this for the other one, the other type of meltdown, is because the core will blow up with that one. And if any of these cores are offline, you obviously can't be primed, so the whole system falls apart really. Also, that lightning obviously kills you if you stand there. So after you've pulled that last one, whichever one you choose to be last, it doesn't actually matter, you can come around here. Okay, so you can see the meltdown's progressing and the facilities begin to fall apart, so you want to pull this, which I can't do because it's shaking. That is quite a common theme in this game when there's these earthquakes. Everything's really hard to pull things here. Pull that one. Now it's a very simple step to miss, but every single step is necessary. You can see now it's got later in the meltdown, debris has started to fall from the ceiling. That's something to be aware of, especially that bit there. It's actually taking out part of the bridge. I think that's new. So you can see the core is actually damaged now. Which is a nice, very calm reminder that we don't have forever to do a purge. This is the fastest elevator on Earth. There, David. Also, some interesting lore, this water is actually condensation, it's not rain, because this is actually inside. So yeah, it's condensation, so water that's built up over time and is now falling again. It's partly used as to cool, and partly because they can't be bothered to, you know, put a good drainage system in. Anyway, you want to come in here, see all the alarms blaring, and this button, if you've done it rightly, will be there. Press that beautiful big red button. Now, as you can see, the whole site is now gone into emergency power as the turn on all the emergency generators online when this is turned off, so there's nothing supplying power. So, yeah, that's how you go down. Now, if you want to reactivate it, you need coolant key and security key. I'll be completely honest, you can figure that out on your own. No, I'm kidding. So security is always open. I'm fairly sure. I don't think it's even scripted to close. Now, Anthony places in a backup is setting it. Using the flashlight is very helpful. So it's F on the computer. I'm having like jump or something on console. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, that's very helpful. So yeah, this is how we get to coolant to, and you need coolant on to start up the core. That's helpful. Alright, so now we're in coolant. You can see that all the different pumps are offline due to the blackout. However, this pump here, coolant, you can turn on, and that's the only one you need. You can't actually turn on the others until power's restored, which is interesting. So yeah, that's fun. Coolant pump check is online. This is the security check. Black button there. Now there's a alarm will place site-wide so everyone can hear it. And then we go, power is reactive. So yeah, we can see the site-wide power's online again, and it's defaulted to 8,000, which interestingly enough doesn't quite drain enough energy capacity. So over a really long period of time, it will actually blow up on its own. But you can change that by just setting them all to 10k, which is perfectly safe, and will drain it faster than it can produce, but not at the rate that will destroy them. Anyway, now, let's say that you've done one of the two meltdowns, recoverable or not recoverable, type 1 or type 2. Now, what do? Now, the moment you're sure everything's set up, so either integrity's critically low or it's type 2 and it can't be recovered, so to the cores are offline, or the integrity's low, I'd say about 15% is good if there's security, and trying to stop you, then, or anyone really, then you want to run pretty much the entire play where we went in reverse. Now there will be lots of alarms, and what else will there be? There'll be lots of quakes, so it might be hard to press certain buttons. Make sure you don't go to the Apollo core, but to the office complex as well, it's very important. Otherwise you have to take an extra tram, which may take just a bit too long and you might die. So yeah, when the meltdown does happen, yeah, lots of quakes, alarms, as I said. So yeah, just want to get to the exit. Don't really have any other notes to this. Hope you're having a nice day. It's a heat wave right now, Nathan. No, that's not fun. And here we are. Now, obviously the core will be blowing up in theory, but I'm just going to do a bit of a cheeky this is what happens when it reaches 0 integrity. So you can see we're also experiencing a blackout. So yeah, the power is unpredictable. But you can see now it's reached 0 integrity. Here comes the convoy. And you know when the convoy is here, there's no turning back. It's too late for the call. Now the convoy does actually stay here for a while, but eventually the backs will open on one of these 2 trucks and you can hop in. So it'll be important to say that... Oh, there you go, yeah. So because I called it commands, it opens quicker. Now can you open? No, actually? No, you can't. So, you can't set those, so you can only get in the back of one of the convoy trucks. Now when that music, you hear that music, that means the convoy is open, and when they open that means it's not too long before they leave. You can actually get in them before they open, but it's quite difficult. You've got a lot of spam jumps. Well, I did that quickly there because, you know, luck. And then these trucks in a jiffy will it's fine. Also the car alarms go off, which is very amusing. But we can go to stay on these trucks, which will take you to the helicopter. But, you know, won't be spoilers. So, thank you for watching. That's a great command. Oh my god.